All right, so here we have this equation that we want to. The first thing we're going to do is find our lowest common denominator. Now 2x will go into 10x, but 10x won't go into 2x. And here it's just, all we have here is it's over a 1, but we never write that in. So for my LCD, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use 10x because it's the lowest denominator that I can use that'll go into all three ones here. So then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply each one of these terms by the 10x. So I'm going to do 10x and I'm going to put it over 1 because, for instance, when I'm multiplying by the negative 1 over 2x, it helps me keep my placeholders, keeps everything in place, so that because we're multiplying here and we're going to multiply straight across, and it's helpful to know what straight across is. Okay, so then I'm going to multiply the second term by 10x as well. Okay, so plus, and then this is going to be 3 over 1. And we're going to keep our placeholder here. And then we're going to do it for our last term as well. Okay, so I'm going to put equals here because that, and then I'm going to multiply it by the 7 over 10x. All right, so this is how it's going to work. Next, what are we going to do with each of these? So 10x and 2x. Well, 2x goes into itself once. It goes into 10x 5 times. Okay, so we do that. Here we have nothing to cross cancel, and here we cross, both of those completely cross cancel. So from the first term, what we're left with is 5 times a negative 1. So that's going to give me a negative 5. In my next term, we have 10x times 3, so we're going to have 30x when you multiply those out. And that's going to be equal to 7 because the 10x cancels out. And now we have this version here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to solve for x because that's what we were told to do. So we always check to see what our instructions are. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is to get my x by myself is I'm going to add a 5 to both sides. This is called stacking. I do it this way because it helps me keep things organized. Okay, so what happens here is my 5s will cancel out. And so I'm going to only be left with 30x. And then on this side, 7 plus 5 is going to give me 12. Now what I'm going to do is going to divide by the 30 because my goal is to get x by itself, 30. And I'm going to rewrite this, 30x divided by 30 equals 12 over 30. And so my 30s cancel out, and I'm left with x equals 12 over 30. Now I can reduce that, and I can tell you that Newton really loves for you to do that. So to reduce this is that I'm going to take 6 is going to go into both evenly. So I'm going to divide the top and the bottom by 6 over 6. And then so 12 divided by 6 gives me 2. 30 divided by 6 gives me 5th. So 2/5 is equivalent to the 12 over 30. So this is my final answer of 2/5.